Hey guys, so let's go ahead and get some cards of the day. Universal messages for the collective. May they resonate with anyone and everyone who sees this. Whenever you see it, truth be told, because it's a timeless message. So I'm working with 3 decks today. The first is the Modern Goddess Tarot. The second is the Modern Nirvana Oracle. The third is the Wandering Heart deck. And these are some of my new favorites at this time. So let's start off with the Modern Goddess Tarot first. What is the card of the day? Universal message for the collective. May it resonate with anyone and everyone who sees this. Whenever you see it, truth be told. What I just heard is Spirit say your work is going to pay off. So even if it's simply down to the work you've been doing on trying to keep a positive mindset about things, you know, I really feel like your work is going to begin to pay off. But this is for those that have been keeping a positive mindset, but also been actively making change and actively putting in the effort. And I really feel like you're going to begin to see some of the results, very small results, within the next month or two for whenever you see this. But let's go ahead and see what else Spirit has to say. Ooh, all those flew out, so let me grab those. Oh, before I do, look, 8 of Pentacles. This is that energy of work, effort, and making that change for yourself, creating that change for yourself, painting that new picture for yourself. So the cards that flew out were Temperance, the Hierophant, and the Crone of Wands, aka the King of Wands, but in this deck it is the Crone of Wands. So what I'm getting from all of this is that your wisdom and the actions that you've been taking with that wisdom that you have been applying is the reason why things are about to make a shift for the better for you. A really positive change for the better for you. Yes, it's still going to take time. Yes, it's still going to test your patience. But you have been pouring into the right things. You have been pouring your energy into the right focus, making the necessary changes, really evening out, balancing out things as well. And you've really been downloading guidance. Your gifts have been expanding. You are sticking to the commitments that you have really decided that you're going to make. The commitments that are in your highest good, of course, eliminating those that no longer are benefiting you. You know what I mean? So I really feel that is what this is all contributing to the bigger picture, the bigger vision on the grander scale of things. It's like you're not thinking small anymore, you're thinking bigger, and things are falling into place for that bigger picture down the line. That's why it's going to test your patience, because it's down the line. But let's see what else Spirit has to say with the Modern Nirvana Oracle. Friction. So yes, this change that's coming is not going to come without friction. It's not going to come without challenges. It's not going to come without things that happen that are frustrating and annoying at times. But it's like, you know how pressure creates diamonds? You see how she's holding this gem? That's the vibe I'm getting from it. You're creating diamonds. You're creating gems. You're creating, not literally, but in terms of like symbolically, like things that are worth having, things of value. You're creating a life of value. You're creating knowledge of value. You're dropping gems, you know, giving back to others, or, you know, creating legacy, or learning, adding to other people's wisdom, helping other people's lives while helping your own. Whatever it is that's resonating with you. That's the vibe I'm getting from it. And there may be friction throughout this process, because as you continue to evolve into something beautiful and creating a beautiful life for yourself, that may create friction with other people that are not on that same level, or maybe they're stuck in a certain place and they're not evolving like you are. So that's creating friction between you and the relationships there. That is also something that's coming through. So let's go ahead and get a closeout message with the Wandering Heart deck. I just saw the message of blessings in disguise. So blessings in disguise are coming in on the way. And disguise could be like, sometimes just blessing in disguise for me can also be something that you don't see it yet because it's happening behind the scenes, and then you see the results unexpectedly later. Or it may feel like, man, life is hitting hard, life is hitting hard, life is hitting hard. All of a sudden, boom, big blessing. Oh, I see why now. I see why that had to go the way it did. And it was annoying or hurtful at the time, but now I see the blessing that was in disguise. Okay. Remember how we talked about friction? I see the message of evil eye, and then I also see the message of kin on the bottom. So quite frankly, people that you may consider to be family, whether that's blood family or chosen family, such as your friendship group, someone's hating. Someone's hating, someone's a little bit envious of what you have, or maybe even a little bit jealous of you, like the connection they once had with you, it's not the same. So now they may be feeling a little bit of jealousy. And remember, there's a difference between envy and jealousy. Envy is more like hating on someone because they have something you may feel like you won't ever have, for example. And jealousy is more like hating on someone because you're afraid of losing them or losing something that you had with them. So it feels like someone you consider to be kin, like I said, whether that's blood family, chosen family, soul tribe kind of vibes, whatever it is for you, someone is hating. And maybe you feel it already. Maybe you already know who this person is. Maybe you already sense it. Or maybe it's someone that you'll kind of figure it out later on. Like, I'm really feeling like all of a sudden you're realizing that people are unfollowing, or maybe you get the sense, you see the activity on your social media, for example, is they're not liking your stuff like they used to. Maybe they muted you. You know what I mean? How you have that feature. So I'm not saying that's literally what it is for everybody, but if that resonates with you, so be it, because that's kind of a vibe I'm getting. And it could also be that maybe it's maybe it's not related to like social media or anything like that. And it's just more like you notice that there's something off between you and like someone you consider as kin. Even if it's like a romantic person that you consider like family, for example, that when you interact with them, something feels off, or they're not as responsive lately, or they have something slick or sly to say, or they kind of disagree or never take your advice. Like, these are just some examples, whatever it is for you, whether it's romantic or platonic kin, like you're just feeling like something is off. And that's because they are projecting some of that evil eye. They want what you have, even if it's down to you could just walk into a room and just be living your life and like smiling, and you did nothing to this person, and maybe even you're not even living some grand life, but your light, your abilities, the gift, just who you are, your aura within itself, your energy within itself is something that they want and desire, because they don't have it right now, because maybe they're in a low place, or maybe they haven't done the work on themselves. Going back to the beginning of the message that we were talking about, they haven't done that work yet, so they're not seeing results. And maybe you're not even seeing all of the results yet, but you feel it's on the way, so you're still uplifted, and they're envious of that vibe that you have. You know what I mean? So that's what I see going on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Comment below how it's resonating with you. Like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to, of course, but it's appreciated. Comments as well are always appreciated. And if you choose to, you could always tip by buying me a coffee. The information on where you can go to do that is down below in the description, as well as where you can go to book a personal reading with me. Bye.